myself being born in Taiwan, but then growing up in the Midwest in Chicago, spending the last about 20 years in Silicon Valley, and then moving back to Taiwan in 2019, about 3 years ago. All throughout that process, learning a lot through that, but then now raising kids, it's trying to take the best out of all of that experience, but placing it again in this year, 2022, and trying to do the best that I can as a father, as somebody in the family for the kids. I returned to Taiwan thinking you have companies like TSMC and Foxconn that are already established global leaders in their industries. You also have in Silicon Valley a considerable number of successful startups that have been started by Taiwanese Americans that have immigrated to the US. But when I came back to Taiwan, there seemed to be inexplicable emptiness of companies that have been formed within Taiwan that were globally successful, that have just come out of Taiwan in the last few years. That was the question that was presented to me back in 2019 when I first moved back, which was, what's so different about the being in Silicon Valley versus being in Taiwan? The longer that I stay in Taiwan, the more I think I become better educated about, the differences between Taiwan, Taipei, and Silicon Valley, and what are the challenges and hurdles that you may not have to face in Silicon Valley. But at the same time, it's not just the challenges. There are many things that being in Taiwan that actually makes it easier, that some of the things in Silicon Valley you actually lack. It actually makes it easier to do in Taiwan. So I think there's a bright future out there for Taiwan, but I think it requires a little bit more of collaboration between the Asian Americans that are out there with the entrepreneurs that are here in Taiwan. 谢谢，Good reviewer.
虽然没有做一次，我真的不是太高兴。